Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and we are here with an AEW Dynamite review, 19th of March 2025, and this show sparked some controversy from Omaha, Nebraska, in the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Of course, we did a preview for this yesterday, but the big problem with this show is a certain spiked bat in the back of Jon Moxley, but we'll get to that when we get to it. First match, we've got AEW International Championship Eliminator Fatal 4-Way match. Jesus, that was a big mouthful, wasn't it? We had Ricochet versus Mark Davis versus Speedball Mike Bailey versus Orange Cassidy. I mean, I pretty much cannot stand everyone's style in this match. You know, you had Cassidy mocking them, you had Ricochet doing flips, you had Speedball doing nothing. Mark Davis just sticks it like a sore thumb, man. He absolutely fucking sucks. There's no two ways about it. But yeah, then there was a backslide by Bailey, but then Ricochet then hopped on both of them, and it's 1, 2, 3. Ricochet wins. And well, I say Ricochet wins. You know, him and Speedball Mike Bailey, just a bit of a clusterfucking ending of a match, man. But what is there to say? I mean, I guess it's something different, but in terms of the match, I just hate the style. I'm never going to like this style of wrestling. Far too long, far too flippy, not enough selling, not enough, storytelling, psychology, just dead. Absolutely fucking shite. We then got a Hurt Syndicate promo backstage. If you want an opportunity against them, pain, they'll hurt you. We hurt people. Don't know why I'm putting the Gunther voice on for MVP, but yeah, it's just one of those days where you want to break stuff. All right, Limp Bizkit, reel it in, son. And I look at the Hurt Business, and I just see guys, right, Bobby Lashley, in particular, Bobby Lashley that really should. That wind's picking up. The audio's probably what it shit, brother. But you know what? It's fucking Dynamite. Who cares, man? I'm a busy guy. Fucking got a life that resolves around fucking not talking about wrestling, so I'm kind of having to talk about it while I'm on the dog walk here. But anyway, yeah, Bobby Lashley. Why are we so persistent with like Copeland against Moxley, right? And fucking spoiler alert, Moxley won later on the night. But it's like, why is Moxley even beating Copeland, right? Why is Moxley still the world champion? And, if the rumours are true about both of them using creative control, right, and things like that, then we're truly fucked. You know why we're truly fucked? Because look at WCW. They all had creative control to a degree, but I mean, some people had more than others. And it's like, that's what great guys, you know what I mean? Like, and look, I mean, you actually had like some of the biggest stars of all time in WCW, and they still dropped the ball. So you fast forward 25 years later, and you're giving fucking jobbers creative control, right? As much as I like Edge, he's no Hulk Hogan, you know what I mean? Put it that way. So you've got these jobbers, right, teaming, to get using their creative control together, and it's like, right, well, what's the end game? Like, WCW, it feels like we are beyond the point of no return for AEW. It's like, yeah, they do the odd good thing with the women, and it truly is good. I mean, because it's better than WWE, and it's not like everything the men do is worse than WWE, but it's just, WWE is a conglomerate. It will last forever. AEW, it's just Tony Khan's hobby at the end of the day. Like, I mean, he says he wants to leave it to his kids. I believe he doesn't have any kids. And by the time he has kids and by the time he dies, which, I mean, that could be 40 odd years away, man, you know what I mean? Tony Khan, he's a healthy man, he's a billionaire. They tend to live longer, brother. Like, what fucking state? I mean, we always talk about what state's wrestling, like, WWE going to be in 10 years. What's AEW going to be in 40? Company's 5.5 years old, folks. You know what I mean? I just don't see. I don't think the end game for AEW is going to be all that good. It's probably going to be shite for them, to be brutally honest. But up next with Mercedes Mone against Billy Starks. Oh, aye, this fucking belter of a match that everybody wanted to see. It's just one of those days. You want to break stuff. Alright, Limp Bizkit. I mean, Mercedes Mone is a good worker, but very boring and very repetitive and just doesn't lose a fucking match. You know what I mean? It's like, if we're going to have a go at Moxley for holding the fucking world title, you need to equally have a go at Mercedes Mone with this TBS title. It's borderline a disgrace, fella. I say borderline, I'd say it fucking is a disgrace if we're being honest, but you know, a few moments where, you know, a couple of inches to the left, to the right, here I am, talking about jobber wrestling at the side of the road. Could have been good night, like, but anyway, I digress. MJF then runs down all the men, he's beat for the title, and he's like, yeah, there's only one MJF, but I've beat them all, sort of thing, and it's like, right, MJF, that's brilliant, sir. Then we get the no DQ street fight AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Moxley against Cope. Yeah, we're fair guys, this was much better than the match at the pay-per-view. That the name of the pay-per-view fucking eluded me. Was it Revolution? It might have been Revolution. But I mean, it wouldn't have been hard to beat that. You know, you get some pretty sick fucking spots. I mean, it was a decent street fight, but you know, it was nowhere near Mariah May and Tony Storm, like fucking nowhere near. And these are your two guys fighting for the world title. Moxley's a guy, right, that specialises in this kind of wrestling and couldn't do it. Now here, the one spot that I think was really good was the suplex onto the spike bat, and it got stuck in his back. I mean, people bashing that, right, and I get it, it's a bit unsafe because I mean, it literally could have fucking punctured his lungs or something. But at the same time, it's like, people are like, this is not wrestling. Elite Rockers, JD for New York, fuds like that are like, oh, this is awful. You know, it's probably the end of their feud. It's a street fight. They hate each other. To me, it warrants a bit of violence, right? And like, all these fucking losers probably creamed their pants at Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which was just pathetic. Oh, they use real barbed wire. It was rubber barbed wire, man. I used to use rubber barbed wire when I used to play my action figures, but 25 fucking, well, not 25, but 20 years ago, right? Only 24, brother. You know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, there is a fucking difference. Rubber barbed wire, real barbed wire. I mean, you see if houses and shit and buildings put rubber barbed wire in them, I think people would be fucking breaking into them a lot easier than the real barbed wire, put it that way. But yeah, pretty good spot. You know what I mean? What I was going to actually say though is, you know, One Night Stand 2006, when they both get stuck in the barbed wire, Foley and Terry Funk. For me, that's an iconic image, an iconic moment in like ECW history. Even though I know it's WWE, you get my point. It's like, sometimes these moments just call for it. Did they mean for it to get stuck in his back? I mean, you could argue maybe not, because it's a pretty hard spot to guarantee that it's going to get stuck in his back. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty good spot, and watching the referee pull it out with the blood, it was, I mean, it is a bit brutal, but I mean, is it not good that we get that in AEW to a degree? Like, you know, are we not sick of the PG fucking, you know, content over in WWE that's for like 9-year-olds? Are we not sick of that? You know what I mean? Probably not, because the neckbeards fucking love it. The bronies, the guys that still watch My Little Pony and all that fucking shit. But yeah, Copeland wins. Patriarch came out, so Edge's going to feud with Christian again. I mean, it's like, I don't mind them feuding, but it should be for the it should be for the world, it should be for the title, shouldn't it? But this was like during the show, which I just don't really fucking get. Looks like FTR breaking up with Edge. That's what they do. They'll latch on to the next hot thing, I guess. Bandido's in the back with Renee, do not care. Will Ospreay takes on AR Fox. AR Fox and Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay picks up the victory here, and is anyone surprised? AR Fox, like an AR with no bullets. That's how fucking charismatic this guy is. Nothing about him. Renee then says that it'll be John Moxley versus Swerve Strickland at Dynasty. Then Hangman Page arrives, and he's like, oh, I'd never let Swerve hold that title again. He's nothing but a man of his word. And he's like, I will enter the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. See these cups that are on like the regular occurrence, like, I mean, I always loved King of the Ring, don't get me wrong, but like the Owen Hart Foundation Cup, it was simply just a ploy, because she's never going to let Owen into WWE, but you know, she'll let AEW use it. Like, it's pathetic. I thought maybe with Vince away, she might bring him in. But that's out the windy. Then what happened? Besides Mone cut a promo. Who cares? Tony Storm then joined at the commentary desk for the next match. Right, anyway, up next we had Megan Bayne with Penelope Ford taking on Chris Statlander. Tony Storm was on commentary. I think I already said that. Megan Bayne wins. It's fairly predictable. She's taking on Tony Storm. She's not going to lose to Chris Statlander. You know, the match, this wasn't even advertised, wasn't it? No, I don't think it was. Or it might have been, you know, actually. I think it was advertised. For some reason. Now I think I remember talking about it in the pre. After the match, though, Tony Storm comes in, challenges Bayne to a match. My God, you're a big bitch, which I thought was a pretty decent line for Tony Storm. And then that is the ending of the show. You know what? It wasn't very long. Well, I mean, it was long. It was a normal 2 hours, but should Moxley and Cope have been the main event? I mean, what is this? Oh, we should give you the main event at Revolution Storm, but it's alright though, we'll give you it now, when it doesn't really matter, on Dynamite. It feels a wee bit weird to me, to be honest. Anyway, folks, that is it for the show. I'm going to give it I thought Moxley did alright, to be honest with that spot. I'll give it a 2.